And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Come on, baby, let's go. This time, let's go, let's go. Let's go. It's not a wolf. 56 right there. 56. Army.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So first and 10 now from the 30. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Well, the second down throw on target, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 34. Running right, Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 29, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
You ain't got nothing. Check 37. Check 37. Slam. Hey, check it.
Now Brady. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Wait, set. Wait, ready? Come this way. Come 72. Here we go. Hey, Alabama.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stand up there.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Tight end right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Check the backer.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 25-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Through an opening, and there he goes. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The tackle that time by William Hayes.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Here's Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Ian Thomas got pressed into action early his rookie season as all-pro tight end Greg Olsen went down with an injury. Ended up with 36 catches, and they definitely see him as the future once Olsen decides to hang it up and maybe become a broadcaster.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
He's coming. We got double up.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Get ready.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Reload. Number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Hey, Delta. Get that ball. Mike, 23, hey.
On first down, Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Brady now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards on the ground. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here. as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 27, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This is Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
No, 66.
Brady now on first down. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
He completes it to Evans. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Hey, watch it, watch it. 49, check 49, check 49. Switch. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Let it go.
Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? and who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
54. You must be dreaming. March 54. March 54.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another Panthers first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll go again to Jones. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Past the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
1st down, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw is Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. from the shotgun. It's Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Wait, that. Run 80. Run 80. Check in. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Slam, slam, slam. Deuce, 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 deuce. Rip.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Watch the safety creep. Check the back and reload. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Alert.
On 1st down, Jones. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Bridgewater to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
56, Mike.
Now Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Hey, watch the boot. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Buccaneers, It was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.